Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'll be unboxing the DJI Lito X1 and giving a quick look at the drone itself. So let's get into it. This is an ultralight drone at 249 grams, which is just under the limit for flying without a license in many countries, though regulations vary depending on where you live. This is dependent on country. Wherever you live, you might have no laws or very strict ones requiring a pilot's license regardless of weight, so make sure you know your local regulations. Inside we get propellers, replaceable ones, a Type-C to Lightning cable for Apple, and a screwdriver. Here are typical instruction stickers in the controller. And then the drone itself. The weight suggested there might be something more, but looks like there wasn't. Here's our tiny little drone. I'm obviously not going to launch it in here as I'm in a very confined space. Let's take a look at this. We have a removable battery that is 19.5 watt-hours, very small considering the actual size of this. It actually tells you the loudness now, 81 decibels. There are cameras for positioning like tracking and following, one at the top and one at the bottom, and the main 113-inch sensor is on this gimbal. When it comes to the controller itself, nothing has changed. It looks exactly the same as the previous one and every other one before that. For the most part, it's the same thing, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here you can clip in your phone, and we also have a cable to connect it, Type-C to Type-C or Type-C to Lightning that we can replace. These controls are pretty cool, very compact considering you can collapse things to make it much smaller, remove the joysticks which screw in at the bottom, and the phone mount is collapsible. Solid, and it's been solid for a long time. The drone itself is obviously light. Let me bring out the box. We have some information on here. Active tracking 360, so this is actually a 360 camera from the top and bottom. Full HD video transmission, stable and smooth using your phone, so this is more for seeing where you're flying rather than gimbal imaging. That's about it. The drone looks solid. I can't fly it here, so I can't tell you for sure, but they've been making them for some time, so I presume there aren't any problems. Where there's a problem, which I want to disclose, is that I'm not the biggest fan of DJI. The reason is their requirement for an application. This drone literally cannot work without it. You always need the app to use this, which for a drone I can understand a bit more, but the fact that their gimbal cameras also required it when they could work without leaves a bad taste. The app requirement could have been substituted with a display on any of these generations, which would remove the need for an app and give you more privacy since the app gathers data. Generally, I dislike DJI for this, but in the case of this specific drone, I don't think it makes much difference since you'd need the app anyway to get the images. That could have been done with an attachable USB-C display, but I don't think it would work since it literally requires the app to connect, though that could have been a way to circumvent needing a phone and app. Just wanted to point that out. In any case, that's about it. It's a tiny portable drone that you should technically be able to fly without licenses, but I'd recommend checking just in case. So that's about it. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.